and welcome to a little bathroom. So it's about time that I need to do my rooty tooty tooties again and give myself a bit of a trim. So I thought, you know what, why not just make a video and share my kinda eco DIY hair routine with you guys. And I've actually been doing this for years. I haven't been to a hair salon for years, and that's just because, you know, anytime I did go, I found the stylist didn't really listen to me. They didn't really know what to do with my kind of crazy thick curly on this side and straight on this side hair, and I never really got what I wanted. Plus, you know, it's crazy expensive to go to the salon. So yeah, I just started doing my roots and giving myself trims at home. And yeah, so let's get to it.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.
Now, when I was younger, I always had short hair, and one of the reasons was because my hair is very, very thick and very, very unmanageable. Actually, I need a hair wash. I always dye my hair on a day where it does need to be washed. And again, that saves on water a little bit. Yeah, and so I did always have very, very short hair, pixie cuts, kind of spiky sometimes on the top. And that also meant that I could have a wacky colors anytime I wanted, because having such short hair, you know, it didn't get so damaged. And if it did, I just had the ends trimmed out all the time. Yeah, so as I said, it is definitely time for a hair dye here. I can see my natural yucky, dirty blonde coming through. And, you know, I do have white hair and I do have gray hair, but it's just not enough yet to kind of go the whole hog and do the whole thing gray, which I seriously can't wait to do. So when I do finally go totally gray, I want to do it all properly and, you know, go to a salon, have it professionally, properly dyed, but then just kind of let my natural hair grow. So I don't ever want to have to really be dyeing my hair gray every couple of weeks. Because right now, I gotta dye my hair every maximum 3 weeks because it grows very fast. And yeah, I guess I'm fortunate with that I have a mess of thick hair, which sometimes drives me crazy, but at the end of the day, I'm lucky. And it grows very, very fast. So what I use every couple of weeks is, yeah, just L'Oreal Superior Préférence. L'Oreal Preference. In North America here, it's Lyon. It is number 19 anyway. And it's a light ash blonde, which I have been using this brand and this color for, I don't know, like 8 years or so, a really long time. And I love L'Oreal. This is not a sponsored video at all. I just really love this product because, let's see, not only do you have your color, of course, but we also have a full tube of the conditioner, and this conditioner is fabulous. And also gloves that actually fit lady hands instead of those, you know, horrible chunky big ones that are just, you know, awful. So I'm sure if you're here, you have probably dyed your hair before, I'm guessing. So I don't think I really need to go over all of the mixing and stuff, which, you know, but I don't know, maybe I do. So I think I'm going to take this off. Okay. Now, always kind of does that overspill. And I always start with my main part and then just rub that in and then move on to the front. I only ever do my roots because, again, it's the same color. I've been using it for years, so, you know, you don't have to do all the way down because it's not a drastic color change at all. It's the same color. And then flip over around to the back. Pardon the dog barking. And yeah, then I just kind of go through everywhere, squeezing it right along my head, all the way everywhere. And after each kind of zigzaggy squeeze that I do, I give it a bit of a rub in. And yeah, until the bottle is totally empty. So then once I can't really squeeze any more out of the bottle, I put that last little bit and then just kind of massage all the color all around my roots, making sure, of course, that I get all along my hairline, behind my ears, in front of my ears, and yeah, everywhere, all over my scalp. And again, of course, this would be lovely if someone else was doing it in a salon, but yeah, also doing it at home, you know, I definitely can use the time more wisely. And yeah, I'm going to leave it on for half an hour, go do something else, and then jump in the shower and rinse it off. Oh, and of course, wash my hair. Welcome back. My roots now match the rest of my hair color. My hair is clean and fresh and dried and straightened. And full disclosure, it is actually the next day because I don't like using a hair dryer on my hair. So I just kind of let it air dry naturally. And because it is so thick, it takes pretty much overnight to be totally, completely dry. But I did straighten it because that's part of my DIY haircut. It works best on very, very straight hair. Now, what you need are a pair of hair cutting scissors. Now, I actually got these online years and years and years ago when I was still living in Berlin. And again, I've had them for years. They're fantastic. I have had them sharpened, and yeah, they're still going strong. Sometimes I do thin out my hair, and I do have a pair of thinning shears to do that for when it does kind of get overly thick and really big and crazy. I'm not going to do that today because it's not time, but thinning shears are very easy to use. My brush and a couple of elastics. So the first thing that I do is flip my head upside down. And first I'm going to brush my hair all forward, trying to get it as smooth as I can. And, come on. Ooh. That's kind of like a instant facelift when it's pulled so tight. And then I'm going to put into a ponytail kind of right at the center of my my forehead here. So it's kind of like a, you know, fluffy unicorn horn that kind of falls in your face. And then I'm going to decide how much I want to cut off. Now, I never really do a big dramatic cut. The more you cut off, the kind of more noticeable layers you are going to have with this ponytail cut. And you can also, if you want a slightly different style, put your ponytail further back on your head, and that will give you a slightly different layered result. But I think I'm just going to go about that much. And first, cutting straight across. All right. Now, clearly, that's not totally straight, not at all. But now I'm going to go clean it up a little bit and cut into the ends as well. And now, to really straighten it all up, I can see the layers already are a lot cleaner, and the ends are definitely cleaner. So part my hair as close to directly in the center as I can and separate it like so into 2 pigtails. Okay, now, whew, little hairs everywhere. Oh, my nose. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew, okay, anyway, so I'm gonna pull these down until it gets to the very, very edge of the first layer here. So it's just easier to handle instead of having that way up here. The hair down here doesn't flop about so much. And then using kind of my chest as a guide, I am going to further even out and trim up these uneven ends a little bit. So let's start with this side. Just going to flip that up a bit, and once again over the sink, trim off a bit more. Much straighter now. And then we just cut into it a bit here to kind of feather up the very ends a little bit. Sorry, I'm not a hairdresser. I do not know the technical terms. And then put it there and make sure that it is pretty straight and there's not a lot of straggles. No, that's good. And now I'm going to repeat it on the other side. So, standing as straight as I can. And come down like that. Yep, that looks about right. And check it. Perfect. And flip it up. Oh, there's just a couple little stragglers there. And again, do that kind of in cutting thingy to feather up those ends a bit, just so they look neat and tidy. And to go to where my natural part is, which is pretty much just brush my hair and then shake it, and I have quite a strong natural part that shows up there. And la-la, my hair is pretty much done. And yeah, looking very nice, I think. Except all the little hairs on my face. Now, this is actually, again, perfect. I could not be happier. I think if I went to a hair salon, my roots are done, my hair looks wonderful, all of the yucky split ends are gone, and I have that nice little layer that I always like to have in my hair. And yeah, something else that I think is pretty awesome is this is quite an eco way to you know, do my hair. I mean, not only am I saving money, like loads of money, by doing this myself, like the hair dye costs about $10, and yeah, then it's just my time, right? Which I could do all of this in less than 2 hours if I did it all in one day, which is pretty good, I think. But it's also, you know, I'm not wasting time or energy or gas or bus pass or anything to actually go to the salon. I'm not wasting any water because, again, I'm not going to the salon. If you actually don't have a lot of chemicals in your hair, unfortunately, I dye my hair, so I do, you can compost your hair if you have a compost bin. But what you can do with hair that is chemically treated is you can add it to your plant pots and your garden. And then when your plant is taking roots, it actually helps the plants kind of grab onto something. And if there is any nutrients left in your chemically treated hair, it will actually kind of feed the plants a little bit. So that's what I've been doing for years, and it does actually work. My plants do take root a lot better, and they do grow a lot nicer. Yeah, once I stop, chemically treating my hair, then I will be able to compost it. But until then, this is a nice pseudo-eco alternative, I guess. Also, more eco hair tips. There's no reason to wash your hair towel every time after you take a shower and you dry your hair. I mean, of course not, your hair is clean. So, I do laundry once a week, and that's when our bath towels and our hair towels get washed. Other than that, we do use them during the week for every shower that we take, every time we wash our hair. My kiddo and I, we don't wash our hair every day, clearly. I mean, when you have long, thick hair, washing it every day is a pain. And again, a massive waste of product and water. And so I think right now I actually wash my hair maybe once a week. And if I do need to kind of freshen it up or condition it or anything like that, I will go ahead and put some conditioner on the ends or do a conditioning treatment on the ends. If it does get a little bit greasy, I use where is it? Ta-da! My DIY dry shampoo. And you can get this fab recipe plus tons of other DIY eco-friendly beauty and bath tips, tricks, and tutorials in my eco-friendly beauty and bath ebook. So I will put the link down below for that. And yeah, I guess there we go. There is my fantastic DIY root touch-up and haircut. Let me know in a comment below if you actually do cut your own hair or dye your own hair at home. And yeah, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag.